Hi, I'm Simon with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we're going to show you how to repair your appliance. Are you ready? Remember, anytime you work on your appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there is no chance of electrocution. In this video, we'll show you how to replace the evaporator fan motor grommet in your GE refrigerator. It's going to be a very easy repair, should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. For this job, we're going to need a 1/4-inch nut driver, a 5/16-inch nut driver, and a small flat blade screwdriver. When you open up the package, you're going to get a new evaporator fan motor grommet. The evaporator fan motor grommet absorbs the vibration from the evaporator fan motor while it runs, allowing for a quiet operation. The reason why you would be replacing the evaporator fan motor grommet is if it breaks and the evaporator motor starts making a lot of noise. Open the freezer door, pull out the chiller shelf, pull out the ice bucket. Next, let's remove the auger motor assembly. Use a 5/16-inch nut driver to remove the screw on the left. Push up and free the auger motor assembly from the side bracket, and then disconnect these two plugs by lifting the release tabs with a flat blade screwdriver. Now you can remove the auger motor assembly. With our popular 1/4-inch nut driver, take out two screws and remove the ice bucket glide on the right side of the freezer. Remove the top shelf. Push on the locking tabs with your thumb and lift the shelf. Push up on the light shield and take it out. Unscrew the light bulb. Use a 1/4-inch nut driver to remove these two screws on the rear cover panel. Use the same 1/4-inch nut driver to take out two screws at the bottom of the air duct. Hold the air duct with one hand push on the side tabs and unplug the harness connector. And loosen up these screws. Remove the evaporator motor housing assembly. To replace the top grommet, we will use a 1/4-inch nut driver to take out two screws and lift the upper bracket. Now we can push the old grommet out. This is the old evaporator fan motor grommet next to the new one. If you don't have this part, you can get it from AppliancePartsPros.com. Let's install the new evaporator motor grommet onto the bracket. Place the bracket back and secure it with two 1/4-inch screws. If you need to replace the bottom grommet, by the way they are identical, we will need to do a little bit more work. Grab the fan blade firmly and pull it off the shaft. Use a small flat blade screwdriver to push the dust cap and then remove it. Next, using the 1/4-inch nut driver, I will remove two screws holding the motor brackets together. Lift the bracket off. After that, we will pull out the motor. Push out the old grommet. Let's install the new evaporator motor grommet. Push it into the bracket. Place the evaporator motor into the grommet. Then place the bracket over the motor. and secure it with 2 screws using the 1/4-inch nut driver. Slide the dust cap on the motor shaft as close to the bracket as possible, but not touching it. Push the fan blade on the shaft. Let's get back to the fridge and install the evaporator motor housing. Lift the air duct and hang the housing on these 2 screws. Plug in the connector to the rear wall. Next, let's tighten those 2 screws that holds the evaporator fan motor housing. And now we can lower the duct. Secure the bottom of the air duct with 2 1/4-inch screws using our ever-busy tool, the 1/4-inch nut driver. Reinstall the 2 1/4-inch screws holding the rear panel. Don't put away the nut driver just yet. We need to put the ice bucket glide back in. It's installed with 2 screws. Screw in the light bulb. Install the light shield. Now the top shelf goes back in. And now the auger motor assembly goes in. Connect the plugs. Insert the assembly into the opening on the right. And then use a 5/16 screwdriver to secure the left side with a screw. Slide in the ice bucket. And the last touch, the chiller shelf. And now, when we're done with the repair, let's close the freezer door, plug the fridge back in, and enjoy an ice-cold drink. Thank you for being a part of another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. For any of your future appliance repair projects, please check out our other repair videos available on our site, on Facebook, and on YouTube.